I think we've all heard before that like men we try to be the nice guy for women because that's what women say they want, but then they end up going for like the quote unquote like bad guy. And in our mind, the bad guys are usually the guy that like treat the women like garbage, and yet that's the woman or that's the man that women like tend to go for. There's reasons why the bad guy is the guy that ends up getting the girl because there's a specific like kind of man that turns any woman on. And this bad guy happens to have those characteristics of a man that women look for. So this is just coming down to understanding basic attraction between men and women. In a sexual polarity between a masculine and a feminine, women are designed to act a certain way. Men are designed to act a certain way. The nice guy is usually a guy that the woman says they want. The woman will say they want a guy that will wine her and dine her, treat her like an absolute princess, do everything for her, and make her feel like the most special girl in the world. When you're with the girl, that's fine. But if you're constantly going out of your way to basically put this girl on a pedestal and you're investing more into the relationship than the woman is, that's going to turn any woman off. Whereas the bad guy, this is a guy that acts like a man. He could care less, at least so it seems, he could care less about the relationship and about the girl because he's going about his life focusing on his mission, his passion, his purpose, his goals, his hobbies. He's being a man. He's going out and he's doing what he wants to do. And if he wants to spend time with the woman, well, she's an asset to his life. He's going to invite her to hang out with him when he has the time to see her. That is what like the quote unquote bad guy is. You don't need to be a guy that is like gonna, abuse this girl or go and cheat on her. Those are pieces of garbage. Those are what we would really be a bad guy. Someone that's just gonna neglect this poor woman. And this poor girl doesn't deserve that. When you understand like what we watch today, okay, what you observe, you participate in. So if you look at like the media or you look at Disney movies where the guy gets broken up with the girl and the guy does like a grand gesture, goes out of his way to put like a boombox outside of her house at 12 a.m. or something crazy to try to prove he loves her so she can come back around. It doesn't work like that, man. If a girl breaks up with you, she doesn't want to be with you. So what makes you think that trying to do something to prove your love is going to make her just love you all of a sudden? It's not going to. And you as a man don't need to prove anything to a woman, period. Your job is to think that you're awesome. And if this girl broke up with you, go find a different girl that thinks you're awesome and wants to be with you. And then what's going to happen? Because you're ignoring this girl, you're now seen as the bad guy and you're acting like a man because you're not pursuing the relationship like you were in the past. This girl's likely, if she's got feelings for you, she's going to come back around at some point in the future. Are you starting to see how this works? I love using like the medieval times to really try to articulate to you guys like what a normal traditional male acts like. A traditional male and a traditional woman. Let's go back to the medieval times before all this feminist bullshit and propaganda was brought into our world. This is, I think, like Gen Zers and like the younger crowd are like cooked because this is all we promote. We now live in a world, women, I don't want to like sound like I'm bashing women here, but like women can basically use sex to make money and then guys are going to simp after them. And that's exactly what turns a woman off, is a guy that's going to fucking simp after her. But she's getting rich off of it, so good for her. Going back to the medieval times, what did a man do? A man went out, he worked, he paid the bills, he fought wars, they conquered kingdoms. What did the woman do? The woman stayed back, she cooked, she cleaned, she had sex with the guy, so that way, because women are the ones that can have kids, so she reproduced with the male. And she stuck around, she nurtured the family. The woman's job is to maintain the relationship with the people she loves, not the man's job. The man needs to be focusing on being a leader, being a provider, being a supporter, being that safety net that the woman can go to when she needs. Women are very emotional. This is why they're up and down all the time. So if you're a nice guy and you get into an argument with your girl and you're apologizing to her or you're freaking out, well, you're acting like a woman. That's going to turn a girl off. I'm not saying you shouldn't apologize. If you really fucked up, I think it's okay to say, you know what, babe, I messed up and I'm sorry. And then move on. Don't mope around. But these nice guys right here, these are the guys that, again, what can I do to make my girlfriend love me? What can I do to make my girlfriend want me more? You don't want to be thinking that way. You don't want to be acting that way. And I think personally, because I had to learn this from personal experience. It's going to, even if you watch videos like this, I can educate you on the kind of man that you need to be. But until you actually experience a breakup enough times and you can sit and you go through enough pain to look at your behavior, and then you start comparing it to the videos that I film and other coaches film, you're going to start seeing that what I teach for attraction and other coaches teach for attraction that study stuff as heavily like I do, it works. Women want a man that's focused on everything else but the relationship, because women are naturally designed by God to pursue and chase and nurture relationships. So if you're a man that's prioritizing the relationship over everything else, you're gonna turn a woman off. This is why she's saying she's gonna need space, or she's confused, or she needs time and space to heal. Because if you're over pursuing the woman, well, you are confusing her. She's gonna feel smothered, like she doesn't have any freedom. And if you're smothering the girl and she doesn't have any freedom because you're investing all this effort into the relationship, more so than everything else you got going on in your life, she's not gonna have the time and space away from you to miss you and to want to chase you and to want to pursue you. She's not going to feel like the relationship is her idea. Not only does this come down to how attraction works, but this is also like sales 101. If you can get the prospect to tell you why they want your product, they are more likely to buy your product. What do most salesmen do? Most salesmen will try to convince the person why they should buy. But a real salesman will get the prospect to convince themselves why they should buy your product. That is what we are doing in the relationship. We are getting the woman to convince herself that she wants the relationship. And in order for her to do that, she's got to work to get your attention. She's got to work to get your love, your affection, your validation. So you're going to be hanging out with this girl more. She's going to be having more sex with you because she knows that's what you want in order to maintain the relationship. Women know all this. If you're not letting the woman chase you and pursue you and work for you, and I'm not saying ignore women. Again, like I think I said in this video, when you're with your woman, you need to make her feel like the most special thing in the world. But when you guys are apart, you do not need to be going out of your way to do things for her. Or if you're not and you want to go out and get her like gifts or something, that's fine. That's fine, but don't do it like all the time. You don't like constantly show your affection to the girl. Women also naturally respond better to men who are a challenge, meaning they're hard to get a hold of. They're not always available. They're not always going to confess their feelings to them. Like women love mystery. There's really a few different things that go into attraction. A man that's a mystery, because women innately want to women are like cats. They're curious. They want to figure the man out. They want a man that's a challenge. Women get turned off by men that are too easy to get a hold of. I don't know enough as to why that is. That's just women, like a woman's nature, because it's a man's job to be focusing on everything else. And if you're too available, us as men, we want a woman that's available. We want a girl that's easy to get a hold of, easy to hang out with. We want a girl that's easy like that. But women, they don't respond to stuff like that. The bad guy isn't easy to get a hold of. He could care less. Your girlfriend texts you and you respond in less than a minute, you're pretty fucking easy to get a hold of. But if your let's say she's your ex-girlfriend, but if your ex-girlfriend texts this new guy and he takes like 6 hours to get back to her, well, guess what? She's going to have anxiety by thinking about when she's going to hear back from that guy. That's what women want. What kind of man turns every woman off is a man that makes everything else a priority in his life and the relationship second. The woman needs to be an asset to your life. So if you had two choices between go out, work, and make money, and then see your girlfriend, or spend majority of the time with your girlfriend and then go out and work and make money, if you don't choose to spend time with your girlfriend later, you're going to turn the girl off, because your job is like you're telling her, babe, I'm going to not work and not make money and not provide for me and you, and I'm going to spend time with you because that's what you're asking for. And when you do that, she's going to get turned off because she's like, dude, you're literally choosing not to work to spend time with me. So you're not making any fucking money and you're choosing to spend time. You know what? I don't even want to spend time with you anymore. That's how a woman's going to act, bro. Like that makes, the way I explain that doesn't even make sense to me. But I'm telling you right now, if you choose like going to work, that's a priority, dog. If you choose not to go and make money because you want to spend time with your girlfriend instead, that's going to turn her off. I wish I had a better way to explain why that is, and unfortunately I don't. And maybe in some of my other videos, if I come up with a better example down the road, I'll have a better understanding of that. I understand it, but I don't understand it clear enough at the time of filming this to where that might make complete sense to you. Let me use an example that I got out of a book that I read. If you had like a fishing trip coming up on the weekend and the woman's telling you that she needs more attention from you and you cancel the fishing trip that you had planned just to spend time with the woman, she's going to get turned off and not want to spend time with you because you canceled what you already had planned just to spend time with her. You're giving the woman what she wants, not what she needs. What she needs, because she's complaining, what she needs is you to just tell her that you love her and that you'll spend time with her once you get back from your fishing trip. So in that example of choosing work or the relationship, tell her, baby, I will spend time with you when I'm done working, but I have to go out and make money so I can provide for the family. She will respect that. And then you're going to give her what she needs, which is your attention, after you get done making money. That was actually a better way to explain that. Hope that makes sense. This is the man you want to be. You, as a man, need to be focused on your mission, your passion, your purpose, your goals, your hobbies. Schedule out specific times in your week when you will see that girl. So if it's only Saturdays and Sundays because you have 2 days off, fine. Then hang out with her Saturday and Sunday. And then Monday through Friday, you don't see the girl. And you try not to text her. I only use the phone to set dates. So if you only see her Saturday and Sunday, and then Monday through Friday, you're on your fucking grind, stay away from that girl then. You know, tell her, listen, babe, I will see you Saturday and Sunday, and if she reaches out to you, don't ignore her. It's okay to message her back because she's thinking about you, but you want to make sure that you get off the phone as soon as possible. Do not get stuck texting a woman all day long, and if she calls you, do not get stuck talking to her for like 25 minutes plus. 5 minutes max, okay? Because again, we want to create this sense of mystery. We do not want to let the woman get to know us over the phone because we're giving her attention and validation, and that's what women want. And us as men, we want sex and romance, and the only way we're going to get that is in person. And if you're telling her your whole life story over the phone, you're not being a mystery, and you're going to turn the girl off. So I know I talked about a couple different things in this video on the kind of guy that you need to be. Remember this, women want a man that's a mystery, that's a challenge, and that's focused on his purpose and his goals in life. The woman wants you as the man to be the leader. The woman wants to tag along in your life. Make time during the week to see your girlfriend or the girl you're dating or your wife. And when that time comes, spend that time with her and make her feel like the most special girl in the world when you're with her. This is how you act as like the bad guy. But I'm teaching you how to be a man by basically displaying manly behaviors. So if you like this video, guys, please like, comment, and subscribe. And listen, if you're a guy right now that wants to work with me one-on-one personal coaching, I am running a limited time off special. Link in the description for 50% off. You can schedule a coaching call with me. Depending on when you see this video, the offer might still be up. It might not, and I have no idea. If that being said, hey man, if you like this video, check out this one right here. You're going to like that one as well. And with that being said, gentlemen, I'll see you in the next one.